Restart.
Okay, yes, I do have everything. It took me a minute to make sure. My lords, my ladies, welcome back to the Final Fantasy XIV Step-by-Step Beginner's Guide series. I'm the Princess Knight Vtuber Ragnar Levelon, and today the plan is that we are going to keep going with the MSQ and see what happens. I haven't done this in so long that I feel like I've forgotten most of it. So hopefully we'll tackle some dungeons if we move into the like traveling between areas part of the game. I'll also talk about crafting and gathering, because I think that's when you really want to jump into it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, where were we? Sky High. So we're gonna go out here to the descent. So we're gonna stick on DPS for the moment. And once I hit 30 on this, I will swap over to Rogue probably, and in that case we'll talk about quickly leveling up something else. At this stage of the game, it's not too bad. If it's like late in the game, it's like, oh, I just need to gain 90 levels in something. It's like, it's not very much fun. My chat sensor bubble is a little bit too big. That one. Oh. There we go. So we're going to go for a big jog. I really miss having a chocobo. Part of the reason that I would suggest strongly focusing on the main story quest, especially when you just started, is largely that having your company chocobo, which you can get after Ifrit, it's been a while, really makes moving around in the overworld significantly faster and safer, because you will outrun any hostile mob. So if it can't kill you in 1 or 2 hits, then you can go pretty much anywhere. Sadly, the like best use for this, you'll have already moved past by the time that it becomes like relevant for you to do so. Because so all of these areas, right, are actually, in fact, this area is not one of them. All the areas of Eorzea are, how do I go up a level? Here we go. So, if we go to Western Lanicea and then go to, no, this is the wrong map mode. Up. Isn't there a spot in Lanicea where you can just run to... Am I an idiot? Hold on, I might be an idiot. Because doesn't... Is it lower that go? No, because that's... I'm definitely stupid. Oh, because I'm looking in the wrong place, that's why. Sorry, Lanicea is somewhat less so. I think you can get there if you go through Snake Malt, maybe? Which is... No, that's in Gridania. Why am I... Okay, I'm obviously just being spacey today, so let's not worry about that for now. I'll show an actual example when I am in a position to do so, but basically all of the areas in the game are like connected so you can walk to them, but the way they stop you from like going between places really early is they just put, you know, level 30-ish mobs in the way. Yeah, so this, as far as I can tell, used to be like flat, and then Bahamut hit it, as you saw in the opening sequence. Okay, I was like, do I have the like generic background music turned off? But no, I don't. It's just Lanicea at night is really quiet. Are you gonna let me just run around you? Look at that. And then go to Swift Perch, which we can just teleport to because I went over there already. Which I maybe shouldn't have done, but here we are. We also unlocked league quests all around here, so this is one way to stack any experience early. This isn't for battle jobs, this isn't super efficient, but you do have to do a battle job to unlock leaves in each area, at least in this part of the game. Later on you won't need to do that. And this one also teaches you about enemies that will run away if they feel when they get low, and if they run far enough then they'll summon reinforcements. So you can see in here I'm in this green blob on my map. So we open up the journal and we click on the leave quest and we say initiate, and I am like dramatically over leveled for this. So I'm actually going to get less experience than I should, but that's okay. Oh, and all of my buttons aren't properly set up either. However, that's okay because we do so much damage that it doesn't matter. To get my UI set up properly, I re-imported my settings from my main, and some of my buttons aren't properly set up on that for reasons. So now that we've done that, we could talk to this guy or talk to the leave mate in Baderon's bar in Limsa and pick up our leave quest. He'll also introduce you to guild tests. These are like tutorials for party play, that basically people only play them nowadays to farm commissions, basically. But you may as well unlock them even if you don't plan on using them. It's also worth noting that as far as I know, guild tests haven't really been revamped at all recently. The reason that that's an issue is because with the changes that the game has gone through, most of the guild tests you no longer have to like actually do the mechanics that they're trying to teach you. I'm just gonna bop this guy. See this little everything here? This means that he's on my hunting log. So I need to make sure to sound that energy triangles here. Okay, resurrection is on my bar. Am I forgetting anything? Ruin 2. This is the upgrade version because it's different now. Okay, yeah, I do have everything. I just had energy drain infestor incorrect for some reason. On we go. So yeah, like if I was mounted, I could just run straight through that, but because I'm not, I'm actually going to go around rather than drag all of those vulture mobs. So this one is kind of to teach you about how like using key items in quests works. It's mostly the same as handing them in. You just like click on the thing and then click the item. Some use ground targeting instead, where you get like a little AoE that you kind of cast on the target. But this is not one of them. Also, if you see an interactable with this purple smoke effect, that means that when you interact with it, it's going to spawn enemies. Some interactables that spawn enemies don't have that effect, but I think that's an oversight and they should all have them. I forgot what level I am and just sprinted straight through here, so this could be interesting. Okay, somehow I only pulled one of them and it eventually gave up untethered, so you can see it's actually flying back as it goes. When an enemy tethers, so like it gets far enough that its programming is like, oh, you're too far away, go back to where you came from, so that you can't like drag a level 100 mob to the gates of the starting town and just let it slaughter people. When the mob tethers, it will ignore everything on its way, and it's also invincible, and its HP will max out again. So you can't like hit a mob a couple of times, run away, wait for it to tether, and then hit it a few more times and wear it down like that. You have to actually be able to beat them. Right. Okay, I'm... yeah. I forgot that I'm poor. I should probably sell those bronze pieces. Right, let's go this one. I'll just ride the chocobo back, which will take a minute, but it's much cheaper. Actually, it will take 2 minutes. Hey, this is the thing. Hidden throughout the game, they're mostly found as rewards for the Mog tombstone things that they do between major updates, and in some instances they're found for doing the gemstone trading that began in Shadowbringers. But yeah, you can find maps that when they use them, your mount will be faster when you're traveling with it, which is pretty time saving. I'm not sure if it works for flying as well, or if it's just ground-based running. Because flying is significantly faster than using a mount on the ground. Like, in addition to not having to go around things, you just actually move faster. Stay hydrated. It's upstairs. No, not the airship landing. I should really probably reinstall this on my new SSD and just save on load times. But that's something I can do later. Did I go here already? No, I did not. But you can... No, you cannot. Okay, I was like, you can get here by taking the boat from Limsa, right? It's like, no, you can't. Also, in about 5 minutes, I'll need to take a break to feed the cats, but what I'll do is I'll set up one of the really long opening movies to play. Because last time we watched the A Realm Reborn, like, game intro reel, but I also want to show off the, like, demo reel, which expands on a bunch of the stuff that happens in... like, in that series of events, and some of it is pretty important. So now that we're level 10, we can use rental chocobos. These let you just run... basically, you get to use the chocobo for 10 minutes. If you dismount, you don't get it back. So, and we got kicked out the wrong gate, but that's okay. We head out this way. I'm not sure if this is sprint speed or slightly faster than sprint speed, but the point is that it's all the time instead of 20 seconds once a minute. I should probably just set that so that it runs in the background so that if I click out... Yeah, let me just system config a BGM and send this. Okay. I just need to remember to change it back later. Because when I'm queuing, I want only the system audio to come through when I'm tabbed out so that it plays the alert, but it doesn't play the like background music, which can cause the alert to get lost. Okay, this is just a guy chilling there. Oh, I see, because he's got a friend standing around there. You know, I reckon I would be there already if I just walked out of the Tempest Gate. Hold on a minute. I'm going to, since I just spotted this guy and the reason I'm looking for them, I'm going to open the map and I'm going to do Control right click, which creates a flag, and that flag will be linked in chat, and I'm going to shout that the Untitled mark is up, and so now anyone who is looking for it in this zone will see the shout and they can click on the link and it will appear on their map. So you can use that to share destinations. It's also really useful later on when you get access to aetheryte currents, which let you fly once you have them all unlocked. Some of them are in pretty weird places where it's like way easy to get them if you have a friend who can already fly, but they won't be able to see the aetheryte currents. So you can use that system to like give them a more precise coordinate rather than just relaying to them the distance data. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, dismount here. So these guys near the front will usually give you a little bit of information, and this is a really cool cargo hall. It's got a turntable and everything. Oh, you apparently start with this unlocked. I could have just rental Chocobo here from the beginning. Okay. I'm smart. That's why she specifically said, like, go get a rental. And it's 3 o'clock. Hold on. I'm gonna register here and I'm just gonna log out and let it play while I feed the cats. Because that's a little bit important. While I do though, this guy, the Hunter Scholar, will tell you about the elite marks that are in the area. So there's one in the main settlement in each zone usually, and somewhere, I think it's you. No? Okay, somewhere in each settlement there's also someone you can talk to that will have the options who are you and what do you do here, which will give you some information about the town if you are into that kind of thing. I know a lot of people are, but a lot of people also aren't. Let me get that off the screen, and we're going to movies and titles, and we run this one. And I'll probably still be back in time before it finishes. Yes. just make sure you remember these guys. They'll be important later. I'm doing a food, Casey. Here you go. I love the violin strings that lift into the Final Fantasy main theme, the prelude theme. It's such a nice touch. I'm just gonna go and fling a question at someone. I should have known. It's alright, this will only take a minute. I need to turn all of this stuff off. Okay. I need to resummon Carbuncle. This will happen if your mob gets, like, the object that represents your character gets removed from the game state for any reason. If you had a summon, you'll have to resummon it. So, like, if you died, for example, and got revived. Well, I guess the algorithm is working there. Job quest. Okay, we could do that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to teleport back to LL and do our job quest. Because getting those equipment and often skill upgrades is very important. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened more than it should, that I've had people being like level 50 stuff, and it's like, oh, why aren't you using, this ability? It's kind of important. They're like, oh, I didn't do any of the job quests. So one of the ways that they started trying to fix that is to have it pop up. Oh shit, I just realized I forgot to have the chat sensor on. One of the ways they started trying to fix that was adding in the thing where it's like, make sure you do these because you get new actions and new gear for your job, and it still happens. Leah, let's just say Leah, is very understandably having a moment after what happened in the last job quest, so first we need to track her down. Apparently the Yellow Jackets picked her up and dragged her off to the tower. That would be where the Marauders Guild is. This kind of like run around and click on stuff is unfortunately something that kind of plagues AR's design. It's very, I guess by the numbers is the term for it. It's like clicks per engagement unit or whatever. So now we're off to Aleport, which conveniently you can actually get to from the Fisherman's Guild, rather than making me teleport across. No, it is down here. I always get confused with the layout in this little area. Well, conveniently, that's kind of where I was going anyway, but wow, that is on the other side of the... Oh wait, hold on, can I... No, because that goes to Wolves Den, and this one... Oh, you can just take a boat here, look at that. think. Yeah, from this side. You can tell how often I've ever had to do this. Wow, okay. There was a big graphical update with DAWNTAIL, and I'm honestly not sure if this is part of it, but the mist here is looking really nice now. I'll come back for you. How about? I should have gone around because it's going to be on the salt. Whoa, hold on. Where is this guy? Oh, he's all the way out there. I missed my chocobo. Oh, Barbastel is also up. Look at that. Oh yeah, there was a pretty significant patch, like last night or so, or a day or so ago maybe. But if you're at this level, it won't really affect you unless your heart is set on playing Viper, in which case they changed the way that it works, so you no longer have to mind damage improving debuff on the target. It was like a target sided debuff like Reapers, and it was really annoying. So now that's changed, so you just get more potency, and I'm totally okay with this because I hate micromanaging that on Reaper. And it wasn't even like interesting to do on Viper because you just did like a move that was part of the rotation anyway. Where's the way up? could have organized my timing on that to be slightly better, but that's alright. I would love to. Where are they? Oh no, we got. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was like, where was he? But he was. I was looking for a different name. I was wondering if he had dialogue for it. I just realized that this is actually a bot, which is pretty funny. But I only glanced at the message a minute ago, so. No, not that. YouTube, why is your chat so terrible? So where I would like to click on this to get rid of it is actually hidden by the emote button. Sadly, you can't like delete the message from the YouTube chat that's on the stream. Apparently, we don't have that technology. you're up. Let's head back to Kankakee. Actually, you know, it's probably faster to go to Aleport and then take the ferry rather than go here and then have to run halfway across this zone. Oh yeah. If you are on controller, one thing you can do instead, if you don't have a keyboard attached, is you can click on the subject and then you click the submenu button, which on PS it's square, which would make it X on an Xbox controller. Click that, click the emote key, and it will open up this, and then you can select the emote from here, which is probably going to be faster than trying to type it out. Oh wow, all the elite marks are up. Oh no, wait, that's a fate. I was like, wait a minute. See, this guy wants us to kill all the kicker in here and get back all of the gear that they dropped, so let's get on with it. Yeah, this is one that will spawn in like new mobs even though it's not a purple smoke thing. I suppose you could also use sleep on the ones that are just standing around. You have to like really stretch to find a use for sleep in instead of running all the way around this hill. I'm just going to teleport. Mm. Now we're finally getting some like actual adventurer work type stuff. Yeah, don't forget this is here. This is like the only place here that fireflies spawn, and some things have them as hunt marks. So if you don't know about this little spot, it can be really obnoxious to try and find them. Charming. As far as I know, this isn't actually a branching quest, so I don't know why they give you two options here. Gotta go all the way up and around. Talk to this guy who, uh, you alright, buddy? I remember what I said last time about fall damage. If you aren't in combat, it can't kill you. Oh, but it doesn't matter because you can't jump down here anyway. Damn it, I have to run all the way around again. I just like muscle memory the dismount chocobo button. What did I actually get for that? Enhanced Aether Charge. 2. Oh, I see. It's just you can now do Emerald, except I can't because I'm synced down to 18 for this. Oops. Well, that was a waste. I like how we're just like constantly ready to throw hands if need be. Like absolutely zero hesitation. Oh hey, they added little gotta get that one. They added portraits. Those didn't used to be here. They were added in Endwalker. Seriously? Okay. Oh, she still has fracture. So basically every class used to have like a damage over time effect, and they've been removed on everything except Black Mage at this point. Oh, and healers. Healers still have damage over time ability, so you can heal without like losing damage. But yeah, fracture used to be what Marauders had, is their damage over time effect. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Limsa. This is technically probably slower than going to the lift, but save some clicking. Leaning slightly to get the sun out of my eyes. You know what, I might just see if I can turn up the size of the text boxes. Apparently not, okay. The sun's coming in at exactly the right angle to get between the windowsill and the curtain. Because the geniuses who built this house put the rolling curtain blind on the inside of the window instead of on the outside of the window. There's Alice and Alphino in the background. Do you want your food, Casey? Yeah? There you go. You know, it might actually be faster to walk south and get the Aetherite to teleport to Coral Tower instead of running there. Can I talk to you from down here? Yes. Good boy. Only took you 3 tries to finish your lunch. we'll get a chance to have a look at the tide gate in a little bit. It's kind of important, but we haven't gone there yet, so at the moment you just kind of hear it and are like, oh, okay, it's important, but you don't really have any idea why. But no casters? Okay. Do I have to resummon? No, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, they can't. You know, that one. Not even close, baby. And for part 2. Oh, okay. Absolutely destroyed this man. Stella didn't even make it in time for the fight. I fist my opponent, it's like it's already dead. Stola not doing anything and then showing up to take the credit. We'll see that again pretty soon. Uh-oh. Okay, OBS just vomited for some reason. Later, Roll, you didn't do anything. Back to loser. That's actually really funny. So there's a whole sequence where like Yashola kind of slacks off and we fight a boss because of it. But also it's less so now that they've revamped Realm Reborn. So there's way less filler quests. But there used to be this big sequence in the lead up to Titan where Shola just like screwed around in Costa del Sol for what felt like forever while you did all the actual work.
君が噂の冒険者か。なるほど、いい面構えをしている。私はメルウィブ・ブルーフィスウィンだ。本日は数々の働きの礼を言いに来た。海の都リムサロミンサを代表し感謝する。これを受け取ってくれたまえ。リムサロミンサへ力を貸してくれているせめてもの礼だ。バデロンやレイナーから聞いていたよ。我が国へ素晴らしい冒険者が訪れたのだとな。君をぜひ晩餐会に招待したい。サハ銀族の暗躍を 大事になる前に防いでくれたのだ。
なんと直々の正体とは。
では待っているぞ。それからこれからも我々に力を貸してくれたまえ。君にクリスタルの導きがあらんことを。
Oh, this one, dummy. There we go. Yeah, this plays out in each city-state. You do something that gets the attention of the higher-ups and end up attending a party, and things kind of go from there. This is kind of like the cap-off to the first arc of the game. Upstairs is... oh no. Right, downstairs. You'd think I would know this by now. You also get a different vanity item in each area. So you get these dress shoes in Limsa. I think it's earrings in Ulda and a mask in Gridania. I don't remember because Gridania sucks. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. This poor guy on the gate.
顔に入れ墨のある者たち。奴らは蛮神リヴァイアさんに忠誠を誓った海賊団海蛇の下だ。奴らは蛮神リヴァイアさんの信徒を増やすために人さらいを繰り返していたようだ。サハギン族は長年我らと敵対してきた蛮族。その旧敵にいいように使われるとは情けない。君のおかげで奴らの動きが分かったのだ。感謝しているぞ。
その輝きは一体。これはもしや光のクリスタル？
これが。
あなた前にクリスタルを見たと言っていたわね。光の石に。
やはりヤシトラ殿の推察通り、君は超える力を持っているようだな。君の触れた存在、それはおそらく母なるクリスタル、マザークリスタルだ。君は一回の冒険者で終わらず、いずれは世界を左右する大物になるやもしれん。そう、あの光の戦士たちのようにな。かつてこのエオルゼアには蛮神と戦った者たちがいた。その者たちはエオルゼア諸国がグランドカンパニーを設立すると、その一員となりガレマール帝国とも戦った。世界を救うためエオルゼア同盟軍の一員として5年前のカルテノーの戦いにも参加していた。しかしカルテノーを最後にその英雄たちは姿を消したのだ。残された人々は英雄が自分たちのために命を賭して戦ったことを覚えている。しかしその名を口に出そうとすると、日に焼けた書物を読み上げることができぬよう、その顔を思い出そうとすると、閃光の中にあるように輪郭が影に包まれてしまう。この不可思議な現象から人々は英雄たちのことを光の戦士たちと呼ぶようになった。光の意志に導かれた君を見ていると、かつての英雄の話を思い出すよ。冒険者、そのクリスタルを大事にすることだ。マザークリスタル、ハイデリンが君にそれを持たせた意味、それがわかるまではな。君は星の声、ハイデリンの意志に直接導かれたのだから。
Now we get a long flashback to Gardner.
不滅体をもっと前に出せ。勝敗とは速さと速さが分かつのだ。ウルダ派のつわものたちよ、底力を見せてみよう。
サジンが手薄だ。バラクーダの連中を回せ。国家団本体と特殊陸戦隊はその場を死守だ。
ソージャ島の白狼隊を紅者隊の援護に回しなさい。エオルゼアと帝国の戦いに異邦人の冒険者も力を貸してくれているのです。誰一人死なせてはなりません。
どうされた？
いい。
程度では魔法障壁は破られません。
一体あそこに何が。
ブルホーンからブラッドソーン。ブラッドソーン隊、どうした？応答しろ。ブルホーン、応答願います。こちらマッドドッグ。
Right. They changed the name from Mad Dog to Mad Snake just so they could make the Metal Gear reference.
マッドドッグ、ジャケスライダーか。こちらブルホーン、ラウバーンだ。無事か。周囲を炎で囲まれ脱出可能。あの手のやつは一体何なんです。ああ、どうしたマッドドッグ。キャプチャー。このもうダメだ。こらえきれねえ。マッドドッグ、応答しろ。ジャックス、クロビスは返事をしろ。くそー、なんだというのだこれは。
バラクーダの連中にも連絡は通じないのか。
ダメです。リンクシェルが使い物にならんのです。
こちらはどうです。
リンクシェル通信に妨害が発生している模様。おそらくあの化け物の影響です。
更新を続けなさい。出るまで呼び続けるのです。
はっ。
メルウィブ提督、ラウバーン局長、限界でしょう。残った兵を再編して撤収を。
ルイズワ殿を見捨てるわけにはいかん。
勝敗は速さと速さが分かつのではないのですか。もはやこの戦いに勝者も敗者もありません。今は一人でも多くの仲間の命を助けるべきです。ルイゾワ様には我々がつきましょう。ですが利益を顧みず戦っている冒険者の隊だけでも。
国家団全軍に通達。現時点をもって全ての命令を無効とする。全隊確固の判断で撤退せよ。いいか、しんがりには本隊をつけろ。冒険者たち特殊陸戦隊を優先して逃がせ。
不滅隊にも撤退指示を出せ。何、リンクシェルが使えないだ。バカ野郎、足で回って伝えるんだよ。行け。
そう、これはもう戦いじゃない。衛星だらけにいるし、黒き蛮神による虐殺だわ。暗くおぞましい気配。この状況でも強く感じるなんて。撤収しつつルイゾワ様の援護に回ります。各員用意を。
カズバハブソゲニムメオジドーヌツガロアサワドだけメグドムブルトイネラツ つるドヌスシーズン2年ジスダンジオンラブライドザダイドーン。
Okay, so now we're going to move into the second arc of the game, basically. Down from here. Back up to go run. Not be issue landing. Here we go. Where are we going? I do not know. Wherever it drops us off, I guess. We're down here, apparently. The twin tails in the breeze. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. I should probably remove that, shouldn't I? Just realized. Oh, this is totally not the Imperial March track.
偽りの神が長領跋扈する証拠の地。二度にわたり帝国の攻勢を跳ねのけし、今は敷地。かくしてエオルゼア信仰は停滞し、奴のような俗物の台頭を許すこととなった。そしてメテオ計画ですら第七零細なる最悪を引き起こしただけに終わり、支配構造は何一つ変わっておらん。不条、不定、不足。この世界はあまりに狂っている。救わねばならぬ。我々が愚かな民を未来へと導く。正しき支配と導きこそがこの地に平定をもたらすのだ。
Oh, okay, the dub has a completely different take on this character. Because, like, in the dub, he's, like, of conviction, but, like, reasonable. Whereas he sounds like he's out of his fucking mind in Japanese.
先日の閲兵式でも言っていただろう。大きな作戦があるんだってよ。
Okay, so the term that he used in Japanese, my pace, means someone who is like primarily self-concerned and kind of like airheaded and ditzy. Like they do things at their own pace and kind of wrap other people up in them and don't pay too much attention to what's going on. So rather than being like kind of weirded out, he's like, okay, you're just an idiot then.
でもよ、カルテノンの戦いから5年、本国は俺たちを放置してきたんだぜ。今さら何をやろうっていうのさ。
ガイウス閣下のご意向に疑問でもあるのか。
ネロ様。
お前、どこの生まれなんだ？
Okay, so because they had him addressed with a title in English, they had to like add extra to his line here since he addressed Nero by name with an honorific in Japanese, so that's a good way of covering that.
ダルマツカであります。
自分はアラミ語であります。
コードネームはハミングウェイ。やっぱりな。ケース58、パラメキア諜報機関からの報告の通りだぜ。草だ、片付けとけ。血もきれいにしとくんだ。
Something interesting just went by in the Japanese dialogue. Yeah, so Nero name dropped what was translated as frumentarium. In Japanese, he called it Palamikia, which is the name of the empire in Final Fantasy II.
俺の魔導技術が上だってことを思い知らせてやんよ、ガロンド。
Also, man, Magitech is such a clean way of translating Mado Gijutsu, which is like, it's literally like magical use technology. It's like just calling it Magitech is such a clean translation. It's really nice when things line up like that, because often they don't, and you have to like find some way to make it work in English that conveys the meaning as best you can, and it doesn't always work. It's like sometimes there's no way to do a direct translation, or what would be a direct translation has like a different connotation in English. So yeah, welcome to Rodania. I hate it here. Is it turn that back on? Yeah, each of these areas also has a level 14 dance quest, which will unlock an emerald that gives you a dance. I'm going to accept this, but I'm not going to do it on stream. I might do some running around in between, but I think we have plenty to occupy ourselves with today. I am, however, going to take the opportunity to attune to all of the aetherites here, which you should definitely do. Because whether you like it or not, you'll be coming to each area pretty quickly. That person is trying to start an FC for like them and not enough people to start an FC normally. But sorry, I do not sign up to FCs just for that, and I definitely don't sign up to FCs if you don't ask me first and you just send me a petition. That's just rude. Unfortunately, the aetherites in this area are kind of spread out in an annoying way. So we're going to run up here and click on this, and then I'll come back down and go through. There is actually some kind of important stuff to tag around here. This thing, the achievement exchange, there's some unique items that you can only get from this by talking to the guy and turning in the points that you get whenever you complete an achievement. And I'm gonna go all the way to the Botanist Guild. And for some cursed reason, even though this stuff is right here, the actual aetherite is over here. Oh, excuse me. What am I doing? I guess there's a... Yeah, if I went back to there, I'd still have to like run all the way over there, so I may as well just run back from here. Now, I do sometimes get asked why I'm so hostile to Gridania in general. And the answer is basically, I can sum it up in this conversation. Now let's just not heal them, even though we are the Conjurer's Guild, because such is the will of the forest. Fuck off.
お待ちしておりました。あなたがリムサロミンサからの使者ですね。話は聞いています。冒険者メルビブ提督によほど信頼されているのですね。こちらへどうぞ。ようこそ森の都グリダニアへ。この国のグランドカンパニーソージャ島の最高司令官当主のカヌエ・センナです。
Okay, so the phrase that they translated as Elder Seedseer is actually kind of more meaningful in Japanese, where she describes herself as Miyako, which is it's a okay, the way that you translate it is kind of odd, but oh no, wait, hold on, I misheard it. Never ignore everything I just said, I'm an idiot.
リブ提督からのご用件を伺いましょう。
Better not forget to speak to the Chocobo Keep. Where we go to all that? We'll go. Oh, I see there's a gap. I was like, why can't you jump over that? I assume it's fixed by now, but there was for a while a bunch of spots in Bent Branch Meadows, which is like a major hub in Gridania, where you could really easily get stuck in the terrain. Now, Ulda is a bit more complicated to get around, I find. So Ular is kind of like several concentric circles. The catch is that this area that I'm in right now is essentially 3 levels, and it can get kind of confusing. So there's a slight like twist in the way that this is done. Raban addresses you with the fairly rude pronoun Kisama, which is not inappropriate for someone of his status compared to yours. But it's like it gives the impression that he's a little bit rough and ready, so they had that be like less directly insulting and more like humid about where you're coming from. So now he's like, head back to LL and we'll get a move on. But first things first, let's run around and pick up some of the stuff that we're missing. Okay, so there's an upstairs. No, that's a downstairs. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. So this way goes up to the Alchemist Guild, which is like scurried away up here. It's the only thing up here. Then we go down from here, which we can do. Not that way. This way? Yes. Unlike Gridania and Limsa, which, like, Limsa's two zones are basically vertical, and then Gridania is, like, it has a front half and a back half. Uldar is a lot more complicated because its, like, back half has 3 distinct zones, and then its front half is just extremely wide. Yeah. I feel like Uldar also has a lot of aetherites compared to the other two. Now let's start by going down this way to tag the Thaumaturge Guild. Then we get to sprint all the way around again. I also want to see if... Yes, okay. So this guy is the Gold Sorcerer Unlock quest. We will come back to him in a moment. So the Gold Saucer is a little minigame zone, but a bunch of the stuff that you can get there is like glamour items, minions, and so on that you can't really get anywhere else. So you definitely want to pick this up if that's something that interests you. I'm probably not going to play much Triple Triad on this account, but because I do that on my main account, but I'm definitely going to play Verminion because it's not many people play Verminion. You can play tournament matches when they're on against the stupid computer, and if you float to the top of the leaderboard just because you're the only player who is actually present, it's like 100,000 MGP. It's kind of nice. And there's a bunch of other stuff like Fashion Report, which Kayoko Star made self-famous for doing the Fashion Report, like telling you what you need to score highly on it. And there's little things like the Minicact pod, there's Doman Mahjong, which if you're on Materia, there's a Doman Mahjong club that plays. We're doing a set time on Monday now. So Doman Mahjong here is Richi Mahjong, so Japanese style. Oh, and there's a few little mini games you can play. I totally forgot about it. Oh, and Chocobo Racing, which like nobody does, but it's there. The drum breakdown on that bit is really good for no reason. Now it has to actually load the zone. So if you talk to this guy, he'll give you a tour. Oh, okay. Yeah, the game can be a bit funny about letting you leave here, but I'm just gonna teleport out to Limsa. you would normally talk to this guy, but he's in like the tutorial quest mode. You can always just airship back there, so no big deal. Ah, yes, I believe that there should also be something else important to pick up just in a moment. Which is that the quest for the esthetician should now be available. No. Okay. Ah, now they show up. Okay. So this is for the challenge log. And this is the esthetician unlock quest. So this will send you to each area to pick up an item, but doing it unlocks an option in the private room at an inn, which lets you change the character's appearance for things like, you know, hairstyle, hair color, makeup, that kind of thing. That also means that the quest for the sightseeing log in Britannia should have opened as well. Okay, so this is where like the dungeon arc begins. You do like a set of dungeons, one in each zone, and then there's like a boss fight and you unlock a few things, and then you do, you know, another couple of dungeons and then a boss fight, and so you kind of settle into that kind of routine for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this just to get it to go away. And then I'm going to take a break for a minute to go to the bathroom and grab some chocolate and keep body and soul together. And then we might talk about crafting and gathering for a bit, because now is when it's like unlocked for serious. Before you get the airship travel, you wouldn't have much luck leveling up crafting and gathering. So yeah, challenge log, these reset weekly, and give you like lump sums of experience and money and so on. You can target them if you like, but you'll fill out a bunch of them just by playing the game normally. And yeah, they put the Hall of the Novice like literally in the way to the dungeon so that you can't miss it. Okay, so I will be right back. Did I update this?
Pause.
Oh, I totally didn't update it for the new layout on YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna
Restart.
go back to this and then I'll just turn myself off, I guess. Okay, we are back. So let's talk about gathering and crafting. We'll start with gathering because that's easy. We'll pick up fishing. The reason for this is entirely preference. I just find that fishing is more enjoyable at levels other than endgame, unlike the other gathering classes, which I don't really enjoy playing. Thought I'd put my headphones on back to front for a second. So we equip the fishing rod, and we do a recommended gear. Alright, can't equip the brand new ring because that would be too easy. So we'll add a gear set just like before. You can see that my hotbars are already set up because of transferring them from the other character. Except that I'm not sure that... I have Ambitious Lure and Modest Lure in a weird place. Because I haven't really decided what I want them for yet. So we select the bait option, select the thing that we want to do, walk up to a suitable body of water, and you'll see that the cast icon lit up. That's this here. So it lights up when it's valid. You can also turn the cast light on, and you can even sit while you're fishing. Hook when you get the exclamation mark, and boom. You got a fish. Not the right fish, but a fish. You'll notice as well that our bottom bar has changed from MP to GP, because gatherers use gatherer points, not magic points. And we are going to get a lot of experience doing this. We're getting plus 440% at the moment. The reason for that is that you get, I think it's plus 200% bonus for catching a new fish. Or like gathering something you haven't gathered before and so on. One more. the wrong thing. Oh. Why do you not have release like right away? You have to wait until level 22. That's really obnoxious. Okay, that's everything that we needed. Can this stuff be decent? Yes, okay. I'm gonna hang on to it, but not for the reason that you might expect. Compared to the other gatherer quests, the fishing quest also has a lot more personality, I think. So this quest is really important. This will unlock ocean fishing, which is like a shared ocean fishing duty type thing. I'll try and find a good guide for that and link it, because the main thing that I see people talking about it for is like, oh, you can get like wild experience, but I already have Fisher maxed out on my main, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, Sisabu wants a harbour herring this time, which is not as difficult as it sounds. In fact, I believe she even told us where to go and get it. Yeah, buy some pill bugs and then use them to catch harbour herrings from these waters down here, but we have to go and buy the pill bugs for that, so I don't think, yeah, she can give us any. I don't know why I'm running when I could just take the, that's it. Okay, so, we've also been given gathering gear, so gatherers use these stats, gathering, which is like your hit rate, and then perception, which is, the quality rate, and it does different things for, the other fishes, because they kind of removed, like, high quality raw materials, and made that purely a crafting thing, which is not a bad decision, but it causes perception to kind of be a bit interesting to wrap your head around now. I mean, if you don't have high enough gathering, then you won't get as many like gathering items as you'd like. Like you'll fail to collect them more than you might like, and then if you have high perception, then you'll get more and better quality pickups from gathering. Is the easiest way to think about it. So the boat leaves every... You know what, I'm not even going to explain it because I'm going to get it wrong. You can talk to Justoka if you want the lowdown on it, and I'll try and find a good guide and link it in the description. More importantly, this versatile lure, you can use it for fishing anywhere from level 1. It's very useful. Lures, unlike live bait, will not be used up after one cast. You can keep using them as long as you don't lose the bait by losing the fish or failing to hook it. So you only need to buy like 3 to 5 of a lure and you'll have it for ages. Now, what do you have for me? Yeah, this is ocean fishing specific stuff. Except for the versatile lure. And this dark kind of stuff is for repairing gear if need be. However, let's run over and sort out those pill bugs. Fieldcraft supplier. And I'll take all of your moth pupae and crayfish balls as well, because that's bait to the level where I can use it. And... no, we don't have any level 5 lures, okay. Much like Noctis, I will usually keep this stuff in my chocobo saddlebag, like not in my actual inventory. However, I don't have a chocobo yet, so I don't have a saddlebag yet either. However, if we equip the pillbug and cast. So this double exclamation mark we call a hard tug. You also have a light tug, which is a single exclamation mark, which is relevant for other things. And then there's also a triple exclamation mark, which we call a legendary tug or a legendary pull, which is only used by specific really big fish. So the reason that I'm in the habit of using the light on the fishing rod is that we didn't used to have those exclamation marks, so you had to watch the rod itself to know which hook to use, which we'll get into in a little bit. grab some perception while we can, since that is going to start being relevant right now, actually. Oh, it did equip them, I'm just dumb. Okay. Did I remember to pick up crayfish balls? I did, okay. So we're going to Nim in Middle Anosia, that's yeah, this river down here. Actually, you know what we should do is just use a rental chocobo. It's probably the fastest way to do this. Because I have to run the length of the area. Because we can teleport back from the middle of nowhere, but we can't teleport to the middle of nowhere. So away we go. When you initially cast in a fishing hole, the game will not actually tell you where it is. It will say it's an undiscovered fishing hole until you reel in something, and then it will tell you what it is. So if someone is like, oh, you know, go to this place, you may wish to look at your map, and because rivers and stuff are usually named on the map. It's like we're crossing over the Ageless now, and then the one down here is the Nim. That's a big one. Oh, first try. So there's a specific animation for reeling up a high quality fish, which are now called large fish, but you might see people still refer to them as HQ just out of habit. Large fish have some specific traits to them, but you know in advance whether you got one or not based on the animation of hauling it up. Anyways, maybe I'll do some motion fishing off stream. I'm not kidding when I say that I've never done it before. Now, at this point, you may well be wondering, what is the point of gathering? Well, the point of gathering is crafting. And we're going to go to Culinarian because Culinarian can use a bunch of the stuff that you get for Fisher, and it's used to desynthesize stuff. I was very happy because I have Culinarian at the previous expansion cap going into DAWNTAIL, and sorry, I was reading that. There's a bit in the main story quest where you end up preparing food, but if you have Culinarian leveled up, then the game acknowledges it, which makes me really happy because that doesn't always happen. So we equip the skillet. I'm just going to swap back to the default way instead of the gathering gear so I don't get mixed up. Culinarian. Yeah, crafting has a lot of buttons. It's actually not as complicated as it seems. So we grab the maple sugar from the guild supplier. I'm sorry, it's maple sap, which we'll need 3 of, I think. It may be 1 to 3, I don't remember. Maple syrup. Oh, you did only need 1. Okay, so then you hit synthesize. So the objective here is that you want to... You have this many actions effectively. You need to have the progress cap out by the time durability reaches 0. Now, most things durability will be reduced by 10 when you use them. Hold on, I've lost some abilities at some point. Never mind, I'll worry about it later. So at this point, the only action that we have increases progress, but later on, what we'll be able to do is increase quality. The higher the quality is, then the more likely it is that the finished thing will be a high quality, which for like middle materials, it increases the amount of starting quality for the final product, and then high quality final products like meals or gear have better effects. But in this case, all we can do at the moment is just craft stuff. Is just increase the progress bar. Now, we could just farm something quickly. In fact, we will just do that because we need to be level 15 for leaves. So let's just craft some of that. Now, we don't have rapid synth yet, so I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Remembering to equip the hemp and curter would have been good. So this gives craftsmanship. Basically, craftsmanship is the gathering equivalent. It's how much progress you get, and then quality is how much quality you get. But you can think of them as being similar to what gathering and perception do for gatherers. Now, you have to actually buy this fish, and you can buy it at the Xiaolan, which is just over here. This place with the item shop sign, I guess. Here. Nope. This is not the Xiaolan. I got mixed up. It's over here. Well done, dummy. They look exactly the same. Where do I need to step off? I need to do that over on this side. Here we are. This one has a little fish sign, so that if you aren't an idiot like me, you can tell. Also, you could have just bought this and the lemons and anchovy for the fisherman quest, which I think is pretty funny. But then you would lose out on the experience that you got in the meantime, which got you a long way towards the next bit. Okay, so it's this grilled trout. This one. But for that, we'll need table salt. So we'll make table salt out of rock salt. How many do we need? Only one. So table salt, synthesize. Now you'll notice that we can actually improve the item quality here. There's no need to at this point, but I'll just show you anyway. So basic touch here increases quality at 100% efficiency. Since our control is 0, the base efficiency only increases it by 35. However, since we will max it out in one hit, we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. High quality table salt. And so now you can see that if we use a high quality pinch of table salt here, we actually start with 75 quality already. At best, you can start with half of the max quality. You also get a lot more experience for doing high quality cooks. How much do I get for this? So I need to do that. Let's see, 9, 18, 27. Okay, so I'm going to do that 4 times so I can afford 2 touches. 1, 2. You can also see that this percentage does not scale linearly. The higher your quality, the more you get. It's like it's backloaded. It's like up to here, you were getting like, you know, tiny percent, and then now that it's up here, it's like 92%. Ding. So now back we go. So some items that are required for crafting like really high quality stuff, like raid food or certain housing items or crafted raid gear, which I am honestly not a high enough level at this game to be talking to you about serious raiding as opposed to like casual 8-man stuff. But some stuff that is like crafted gear for that is only available. The materials for it require that you either be a gatherer or work with a gatherer. The game's asking if you're sure about turning in an HQ item because you don't actually get anything out of it in this case. You may have noticed as well that we have CP instead of GP or MP. And unlike... we also have a secondary tool that goes in the offhand slot. These give pretty significant bonuses. Like, this one gives more stats than the skill that I'm using, for example. But something that is important is... let's just do some generic synthesizing here. I can't do some stuff, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, let's just show off some crafting. Let's make some. Why are you in that order? Okay, that's weird. Let's make some of this because it's it's a material. So. So notice that I expended a chunk of my crafting points here. I'm at 126, but when I finish up, it maxes out again. That wasn't just because of the level up. You start with max CP every time you go to craft a new item. And you also have this Hasty Touch. This doesn't cost any CP, so it can be useful for getting like exactly what you need out. And fortunately they changed it so that most of the progress actions no longer have a chance of failing except for rapid synthesis, which is 1.5 times better than... Sorry, it's 2.5 times better than just doing like basic synthesis. Let's keep going here. Let's go for rye flour, which we need 3 of per stack. As you can see, this one requires quite a bit more quality, but we have enough control at this point that we can just go for it. Nothing tricky required. Now we've done quicksynthing. I'll show this off with maple sugar, because we're going to need 3 of these. So quicksynth massively decreases the chance you'll get HQ items, but it synthesizes things much more quickly. as you can see. So if, for example, let's say you have enough control and craftsmanship that you can easily max quality the final product regardless of the quality of the intermediate materials. You could use quicksynth to craft a huge stack of the intermediate materials, and then, because their quality is irrelevant, and then you could just go for it on the final step. There's also, if you, let's see, no, that one's dead. Teamcraft. Teamcraft actually has a desktop version now. So, I'll put a link to this in the description, but Teamcraft has a crafting simulator that you can use for like optimizing a craft so that you have the best chance of getting it at the highest quality. It's pretty great. I'd strongly recommend it for doing endgame crafting. The changes that they've made in the meantime make like crafting on the fly a lot less of a problem, but it's still something you might want to look at. Two series of grilled dodo. So let's look up what we need for that. So that's going to be dispatch, grilled dodo. Oh, it's up here. Yeah, here we go, grilled dodo. So we need table salt, which we've got a dodo tenderloin and a garlic. And we need to make 2 of these, but this comes here, this little 3 here. So one attempt at this will create 3 stacks of grilled dodo. We'll create 3 instances of grilled dodo. So I'll grab 1 dodo tenderloin, 1 garlic. So this early stuff you can buy everything that you need here, but later stuff is not like that. You'll have to search it out yourself. I need to do 4 inputs for that. Or I could hit one of these. Let's see. Okay, so now I can just go bang. There's no real reason to HQ these, but I think it's more fun. And you get more experience the first time you craft an item and the first time you craft an HQ item, so... Okay, so now let's get on to something that I do want to point out. This is arguably more useful for crafting than gathering. So let's head over to better runs. Which we could do by going this way. I was complaining about how Ul'dah is like hard to find your way around, and now I'm getting lost in freaking rooms alone, and so I practically live here on my main. So if we talk to the lead mate here, oh. We get a tradecraft leaves. You'll find a bunch of these. So for example, this one wants cuckoo powder, this one wants mole leaves, this one wants grilled carp. Turning in high quality items on these will double the reward, and some of them let you turn in the thing multiple times. Those are worth a lot of experience if you craft HQ every time. So keep that in mind. There's a couple of good websites that tell you like all of the leaves that do that, which makes it really easy. Yeah, okay, so what we'll do is next time we'll get on to doing dungeon stuff now that we're kind of into that arc of the game, but today we've, caught up with the MSQ a bit and we've covered crafting and gathering in basic terms. And we'll probably do some more of that later on, but not right now. So, I do think the first half of this was probably not that useful, but what I'll do is I'll leave a timestamp when I come back after the break, and then we'll, because that's when, like, the crafting and gathering information happens, but, something might have happened. Either way, I will see you guys soon with any luck.